In progress.
But one thing I've been adamant about at least the past year is like I never liked bringing up stuff from way back in people's past, right? Like if you're doing videos from 9 years ago, like everyone that's on the internet still 9 years ago was saying awful things online. Like they said, people just said whatever they wanted online, no consequences, no repercussions, thinking they're edgy or funny. I was doing a parody. I wasn't trying to be hateful, even though I was like a hateful person back then. And I feel like I had a lot of hate in me for a long time. And like I'm working on like truly letting that go, because like it really does. Oh, think about our mutual friends, Gabby. Oh my God. One day, I just wish the insane amount of delusion and hurt and trauma you cause so many people on so many sets, just lies you tell about, oh, your husband actually asked me out for delusions.
Because they're my biggest fans if they treat me like shit in public. If we're being like 100% honest, like, yeah, I totally did feel ignored and kind of like big time by you a little bit at the party.
Like other YouTubers, if I'm not close with, or I'm not your friend, like I'm not about to like give you just, what's your address? I can send you a fucking book so you can promote me. No.
Well, hello guys, it's me again. First off, I want to say thank you for the response I got in the first video. This is not my typical genre. I think I expressed in the first video that I'm doing this because I don't hang around in these circles. I'm not a known drama channel. Look on this channel. I've got one video I recorded a few years back coming home from a Thanksgiving trip to my sister's and got a rock slide. Hopefully that gives me a pretty rational look at these things. I don't follow Gabby, the person who just played the video. I don't know anything else about her life. She could be a trash person too. I don't know, but I tell you what I do respect. I respect receipts. I like the sauce. You can prove something to me by putting it in front of my face, and that goes 10 times further than you just spitting your shit out your mouth, right? You're saying this is how you were. This is saying how you treated people. This is saying what happened in an incident. I like the proof because anybody can say any damn thing. The proof sitting right here. Okay, so I was compiling a whole lot of other stuff all through the night to do another video. Because listen, don't get me wrong, this person provides you with plenty of evidence. But then I saw this video posted, and I went back and forth with myself of, do I take a pause and get this compiled and as best that I can? It takes me a long time to do these, guys. Honestly, I don't edit videos. That's one skill I do not possess. So what I have to do, and here's a little cheat sheet, is I use Zoom and I go in and I pause the recording. I start the recording and I pause the recording. I bring up all these clips and I record it till the end of it. Then I pause it and I bring up the next one. Record it, pause it, bring up the next one. It takes a lot of time, but it is what it is. You know, you work with what you got, not whining. You know, I just figure it out. So that's how I do it. There's a cheat if any of you guys don't know how to do it, want to figure out a redneck way of editing videos or stringing some together. So I decided, because I have hopefully enough knowledge of some of the stuff that she's done, I'm going to comment on this video she uploaded, because not today. Like that thing that I played, I'll share it for you again, because to me it is completely fitting to what we're seeing today. I love this little dude. But this is what I think about this fucking video she dropped about why she deleted 1,300. Why is because I'm going to highlight some things. A little bit of my background. Won't get into it, but one of my favorite classes in college was favorite courses in college was critical thinking, and I do have some experience in taking some courses to be able to determine whether or not someone's trying to manipulate you, gaslight you, you know, project things onto you, shit like this. And there are some things that are disturbing in this video she uploaded, and I'm going to point them out today. And again, hopefully, because I'm not in the sphere of these drama channels, I do not know half these people. I didn't even know Ethan's wife's name. And so, you know, that should tell you something. I literally am coming at this from a space of, I'm looking at the evidence. I'm using the very evidence that they're providing for me, using the things that are coming out of their own mouths, not someone else's. And so we're going to take a tour down this shit storm of a crappy crap fest, dumpster fire of a post. And then, you know, I'll let you decide. I'm just going to tell you the things she said before versus things she's saying now, and some of the things she said that were disturbing to me. I feel like this woman's feeling the pinch of her purse strings. That's to me all this is. Frenemies made her a lot of money. She managed to sabotage herself there because she complained about 5%. 5%. So now that's gone. All that income is gone, which apparently she's making quite a shit ton of money to show up for 2-3 hours a week. And now she's getting all this backlash because of from her own actions. So her popularity's going downhill. She lost a sponsor. And I don't know enough about this. I'm going to mention it briefly. I did see a couple posts where it said so apparently she's being sued. You know, so again, this to me is where this is coming from. And I'll show you another thing. If you ever notice too, when she comes out and does these poor, pitiful me videos, notice she doesn't have her hair really done. She doesn't have any makeups on. She's sure to highlight her imperfections. Just pay attention to that, guys. No, she's trying to look like, you know, just an average Joe. She doesn't have on the glitz and glamour. Do you notice that when she's trying to look pitiful? And we're gonna go through this a little bit.
I can't really go online right now and look at comments or
Really? I'm going to remind you really quick. This is the same person. How many days ago was it that she said that she basically stalks the H3H3 Reddit posts like a creepy ex-boyfriend? But you're going to tell me this is the same person now saying she can't look at comments? Come on, folks. I don't know who else follows this woman who is so beholden to I don't know, be gaslit by her. I don't know. But I just hope that all of you can snap them brains back into working.
I turn off comments on TikTok. I'll probably turn off comments on this video.
Yes, why did she? Not because she don't want the attention, because she don't want to read negative shit. She don't want to think anybody thinks anything negative of her. She don't read the negative shit. That's what comes when you're a negative person and you're hateful to people and you spread a lot of rumors and lies and bullshit and drag people to the mud. Comes with the territory, but she don't want to face the wrath.
I deleted it, and it's almost like I can't escape it because, I get emails, freaking.
Listen, again, she says, I deleted. Then she says, I get emails, the freaking, and then she says insider. She gets an email from an insider to ask her to comment on the video. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, you can look no further than YouTube. You don't think she's obsessed with Googling her fucking name? That people have talked about her deleting these videos, but she needs to make you think she's a superstar, right? She's some bigwig. So an insider. It took an email from an insider to let her know that people are talking about her deleting 1 billion fucking views on her channel. Nothing is more insulting to me than someone treating you like you're a fucking idiot.
Insider emailed me and was like, if you want to comment on why you deleted 1,300 videos, and everyone's like, she deleted 1,300 videos. Like, what are they trying to hide? Like, and I briefly saw, and I had to skim past because I felt physically sick about it. Courtney Stodden, who I've interviewed and met, and
oh, if you're wondering what she's talking about there, let me bring that up really quick. Okay, this is Courtney Stodden. I brought this article up because this just happened this year, June of just a few months ago, where Chrissy Teigen got drugged all over Twitter because it came out that she was bullying this girl. I mean, in a rough kind of way, like telling her she should off herself. It was not a good look. Chrissy Teigen, she took a hiatus from Twitter for a few days because it was so bad what she was saying to this girl when she was young too. I believe it when she was like 16, 17 at the time. And they were all over because this girl was in a relationship with an actor that was 50 years old at the time. Okay. He's 50 years old. What's ironic about this situation is that then Trisha apparently did this video about her. I'm doing a parody. This is from years ago, as you can tell. And Trisha will talk. I will bring this back up when we go back to her video. But this is it.
Money and seduce with your prepubescent body. Okay, so the first thing, it helps to be born semi-retarded because you won't ever know what's inappropriate and you won't even know you're gonna be miserable for the rest of your life. And if they get sick of your laugh or your seduction techniques, they can just lock you in a basement. Awesome. Also, it's good if you haven't gone through puberty yet, like me, because they want a girl who they can have sex with and never get pregnant. Old bitches, sorry. Also, that goes hand in hand with being totally illegal, because if they have sex with you and you're not married, they go to jail. But if you're married and they have sex with you, you get.
Okay, so I mean, that's to say the least. That's kind of shit she was doing even way back in the day. So as you'll see, she'll try to pull try to pull on this and act like this was so far in her past and oh no, she's nothing like this anymore. And borrowing from Mysterious, which I will go back and this is said one of the reasons why I dropped that other video was because the Trisha clan is apparently harassing this grown up to have her videos removed. But this was a blog apparently that Trisha wrote that Mysterious talks about in one of her videos where it says why you might want to start dating older men. And it goes on to talk about why these young girls should start going after these older men because they know what they want in life. And guess who? Look what just happens to be at the top. Picture of her with Hugh Hefner. So it's awful amazing how she drags this other young girl for dating someone 3 times her age. But yet apparently she's going to write a whole fucking post about how she's encouraging everyone else to do it, which can lead me on to another video, what she does, the video about seducing teachers. That's a whole nother story. But that's who she's trying to now write off the curtails of this shit, acting like that video I just showed you that she did years ago was somehow in her past. That was her a long time ago. That's why I started this video showing you the stuff that she said about Gabby Hanna. And then Gabby Hanna actually did a video. Again, do not know this girl. I don't think I've ever watched a video of Gabby Hanna except for the one I just showed you today. But the reason I showed it is because she showed the fucking receipts. She showed the DMs of her back and forth. She showed this woman right here DMing her, telling her they needed to get a selfie so they could make their friendship apparently real on the internet world because that's where she lives her life, on the internet. So that's what I care about. I care about evidence. And this woman right here, she don't produce any. It all comes out of this mouth, and we know where that gets her. Listen, the chickens come home to roost. They always do. Whether it takes 2 months, 2 years, or 20 years, the chickens will always come home to roost. So this bullshit she's selling here, I'm telling you, my opinion, my gut, because of all the things she's been encompassed with in the last 10 years of her life, have nothing to do with she actually feels any fucking remorse. She feels it in her wallet. And I wonder, ask yourself why she's shooting this video in her car and not at her house.
Talked to as a person before or just shared time with before posted.
That makes it okay. So you've talked to this person before. I shared time with them before. That's what people get for trusting you. That's what you don't understand is there's no loyalty in your bones. It does not matter if people put their neck out for you and try to be your friend. If you feel like you can step on their throat to climb up that ladder of a couple of TikTok, trending videos or a couple million views on YouTube, you'll step all over them to get there. We've all watched that.
Something, and it's an old clip. I deleted 13. Insider told me 1,300 videos or something like that from my main channel and a lot from this channel. And Courtney Stott and I saw posted a video, one of those videos from literally probably 12 years ago.
Watch what she'll do here. I want every one of you to pay attention. I'm going to try and let this ride. I'm going to have to talk through some of it because this chick will strike you quicker than anybody. Ask Mysterious. But how she'll keep talking about how this was from 12 years ago, all this shit from my past. I know I've done it, but it was in my past, and blah, 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 about past. I'm literally pulling up videos she has shot this year where she has talked trash about an entire religious group, about people that live in a whole state. I mean, she's trying to spin this as this is who she used to be. We all know better.
I was doing a parody of them. I was freaking like 20, 23. Just stupid. And I couldn't even read the caption because I just felt physically sick. I read like a little and just saw that it was not good. I saw, again, I was with someone else and they just said, they just posted this. And
see, again, she's with someone else. So they showed it to her. Show me the evidence of that. Show me at this point with this woman, you need them evidence, because if she wants you to believe she didn't find this, no. Somebody cared enough about her to send it to her. This is the same person that says she stalks a Reddit page. By the way, she also blamed that Reddit page for having that teacher, her family harassed, when she's the one that literally uploaded a video, told you his name or the school he worked at, the city he lived in, and then told all of her 5 million subs to go look him up. But it wasn't her fault. It was a damn Reddit thread's fault. This is her ability to take ownership of anything she does, and that's all you're going to witness in this 20-minute long video.
But it was just, sorry, I had to move. You know,
Just show something else where she stares around like she's distracted, and again, this is my opinion. I'm no psychiatrist, whatever. She is trying to figure out what she can say to dig her ass up out of this hole that she has made herself. This is her scrambling in her thought process to feel like, what can I say to make people feel sorry for me?
But it was just, sorry, I had to move. You know, I was such a different person back then. I deleted all those.
What I tell you, I was such a different person back then. When was it that she posted all that shit on Twitter where it was video after video after video after video of her ranting and raving? What was that, 4 days ago? 5 days ago?
Videos. First of all, I feel awful. I feel awful about all those videos. When I was deleting them, I felt sick to my stomach that I had them up there this long. Like I was,
Well, yeah, when she had them up there for how many years? To make sure she could milk every view she could off of them if she felt bad about them. Why did it take exposure? Why did it take all this negative press, if you will, all these videos to have her go back and delete anything? Remember why she did it. It's like someone that's caught stealing something from a store and then them telling you how bad they feel, although they've robbed the store 3 times that week and never got caught. But they felt bad the 4th time because they were busted by the police.
And people downloaded them and reposting old videos and, oh, Trisha did this and they did that. And, they're all awful. There's a lot of disgusting things. But the one thing I was adamant about when talking about other people, which, I've learned like the biggest lesson through all this is to like mind my own business. I know nothing about other people's lives. I don't know what they're going through. Like mind my own business. You know what I mean? And I'm thankful.
Timestamp this shit. Remember, this happened on September the 21st. She uploaded this mind her own damn business. This will last about 4.3 seconds.
For that lesson, because like, hi.
Didn't nobody wave at you, please. She can't figure out how to save her ass here, folks. And you should say, oh, well, let me wave at somebody. I'm distracted. And what can I say here to rescue my ass? I've been doing this my whole life. Well, let me say it happened in my past. Oh, shit, somebody can dig up something from 4 days ago.
But one thing I've been adamant about at least the past year is like, I never liked bringing up
the past years. I've been adamant about the past years. When did that shit with Nikki Avocado happen where she stood him up? When did that stuff happen with Gabby Hanna where she did all those videos dragging her and then Gabby posted all those pictures of their DMs where they went back and forth showing that they talked to each other, but she went on her social media and said that they weren't friends, but she's the one that sent her the message saying that they needed to take a selfie together to prove their friendship for the internet. That was her message. That was her message to that woman. Again, I'm talking about this situation. That situation right there, because I don't know that other girl. She could be just as bad as Trisha for all I know. I'm talking about this scenario where the other person posted the evidence.
Stuff from way back in people's past, right? Like if you're doing videos from 9 years ago, like everyone that's on the internet still
bringing videos up from 9 years ago. I will be happy to show you things again. See, she keeps trying to act like this was in her long distant past.
9 years ago was saying awful things online. Like people just said whatever they wanted online, no consequences, no repercussions, thinking they're edgy or funny. I was doing a parody. I wasn't, you know, I wasn't trying to be hateful, even though I was like a hateful person back then.
Back then. Now, I'm going to do this just so you see what I've been doing, why this is bothering me so bad. Since we're going to talk about, 9 years ago, 12 years ago, this is from Frenemies, January of this year. This is what she says in this one.
Seinfeld reference.
Nobody likes Seinfeld. He's my least favorite.
Literally. Okay, I'm not going to get into that.
He brings up a Seinfeld reference. She says, nobody likes Seinfeld.
I can't. I'm just going to forget you said that.
Jewish people. He does.
It just says because he stereotypes Jewish people.
Just gonna,
okay
excuse me, are you seriously going to talk shit about anyone stereotyping Jewish people? Jewish people are like a fetish to you.
Is it done?
What do you think? The butter's like what?
Oh.
And he calls her out and says that she does it worse than anyone. She has their you make some little friends or whatever. What's she about to do?
God.
Okay, but even Curb, I can't watch because it's just a little too much.
First of all, Curb has nothing to do with Seinfeld, okay?
It's the same guy, right?
Yes, but we're talking about.
I don't like it.
I can't. I just
Further
can't.
back here, before anyone calls me anti-Semitic, I don't like Friends either. I just don't like any of those shows in New York. I don't like.
And listen, what she says is before anybody calls her anti-Semitic, she doesn't like Friends either. What the fuck does that have to do with it? Well, she's about to tell you what does Friends do with Seinfeld.
I don't like it.
I can't. I just
Further
can't.
back here, before anyone calls me anti-Semitic, I don't like Friends either. I just don't like any of those shows in New York. I don't like New Yorkers. No offense.
I don't like New Yorkers. She didn't say I didn't like this Seinfeld and then keep it there. She didn't say I didn't like the producer of Friends and keep it there. She literally just said, I don't like New Yorkers. Well, there's you something, New Yorkers. There's you, New York is a state. Are you talking about New York? Because of this, she just says she doesn't like people in New York, period.
Okay, I can't.
And he tries to shut her down. How many times this dude right here has tried to save this woman? I can't even begin to tell you. And I will bring up another one. I don't know exactly where it is. I think it's 140 in, where she makes this stereotypical thing she says about Middle Eastern people. I mean, this is from this year, folks. This isn't from 9 years ago.
Was found masturbating in an adult
for him because I always felt like he got kind of played dirty. It's like, what do you expect people to do? They're jerking off.
I think he got some redemption arc when he was in Blow.
I mean, the point.
No, you have.
Both answers are acceptable.
Dude, these guys want to see me lose.
Oh my god!
You hear Dan? He's giving out bonus points.
An interview with Oprah.
What? Doping.
I'm sorry.
This whole time he probably said something else.
Lance
Mark
Armstrong.
McGuire.
What's the
No,
20?
Okay. I mean, the thing is, everybody was doing steroids during that time. Muscles. It was like they would take this medicine.
Sorry,
that,
guys, I gotta
gave you
find
more of an enhanced.
Get checked?
I checked. Well,
Every
what do you?
day. You
Yeah.
can go once a week. I don't think it's going to change that much.
Anyway, the vein up on my ball, and I was like, oh.
That was swollen testicle.
Trisha is leading by one. Caught on a security.
Say.
Moses, put another point. Jade.
Beyonce sits in
She was
elevator.
picking him in the elevator.
He
did.
Questions.
Two points.
2. Okay, thank God.
Zill.
Oh, how do you not know?
Where is he? This is the only swimmer anybody knows, and I know it's
No.
I know it's not. I know it's not Michael Phelps.
Someone else hit me.
Lush piece of shit.
Leonardo.
The Revenant.
It is The Revenant.
One for that. I love Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. What were we going to
What
say?
came with the Remnant?
Good, but overrated.
He's a good actor, but you just
We don't want,
initiative for global pro. He
just chill, bro.
you just doesn't believe in global
I meant
warming.
the other way.
Thank God.
He's a little extreme
hate-
about global
I won't
warming.
make y'all stuff for
I
two.
think
Give me 2
that's
seconds.
a good idea.
Here it is. By the way, same frenemies. This is what she's about to say. She's changed so much.
Bonus points for his nationality.
The real
That's just to get points for his nationality
Freddie Mercury
And
and Rami
religion.
Malek.
and religion.
You would know.
It's
you
Freddie.
know.
It's Freddie Mercury. You look like
he's
him.
one of you, right?
He
He's Pakistani.
He's one of you, right? He's one of you, right? He's Pakistani.
No, he's from some weird Indian.
yeah.
Some weird Indian.
He's Pakistani.
Oh, he's Pakistani.
I believe.
Abe's not Pakistani, dude.
Oh, what are you?
What?
Lebanese.
Why would you say that? You had
But
a whole conversation with him.
he has an Arab name. His real name is Farouk, which is Arab. So
Are your parents like his parents, where they're like?
yeah.
Are your parents like his parents? Yeah, this is not a trash person. She's changed so fucking much.
We're brothers.
He's Lebanese. It's like not even close.
It's close. It's all the Middle East.
Everyone tells me,
It's close. It's all the Middle East. Are your parents like his parents?
Like,
Close.
yeah, we're brothers.
He's Lebanese. It's like not even close.
It's close. It's all the Middle East.
Everyone tells me,
I need I say more. Again, this is why I'm going to go back to this other video where she's trying to act like all this shit was in her past. All this shit was so far back, you know.
I feel like I had a lot of hate in me for a long time, and like I'm working on like truly letting that go, because like it really does make you an ugly person. And I've been on the receiving end on it, and I've done it, you know. I've also spewed out hate towards people, and it's like it really sucks. Like it really does. It really sucks, and I feel awful. There's no amount of guilt and like sickness I get when those videos get brought up. You know, people saved them and download them, and now are like, well, they did this then, and they did.
When those videos get brought up and people save them and download them, again, that's where the remorse, that's what she doesn't like. She doesn't like that people save them, download them so they can bring them back up, throw them in her face. Look, how much of this video is spent where she's saying that other people do this to her, people do that to her, people have done this to her, people bring this up about her. Now, the amount of this makes you feel like she actually feels bad for anything she's done, again, is about as long as it's going to take her to come out and go off on someone else.
This then, and there's, you know, again, I thought I was being funny or edgy, and
it's real funny to ask one of the people that work at H3H3 if someone from a completely different part of the Middle East, if they share the same parents, or saying it's all the same, or saying she doesn't like any New Yorkers.
I feel bad, and and even in deleting those videos, it's not enough for people. You have to address it. I've apologized.
Not enough for you guys that she deleted those videos. She only left them up for 10 years, 9 years, 8 years, whatever. And, an insider had to tell her that people were talking about it, by the way. The amount of narcissism that exists inside this brain is, again, I don't think shocks anyone.
For so many things, and I'll continue to. Like, a lot of my old videos are just like not.
Again, look, I'm going to keep saying this. A lot of my old videos, she will keep trying to shovel this. You repeat a lie enough times and people start to believe it. I believe she's read a book or something that someone has produced that has said this, because she will say it like this is something in her distant past. I just proved to you, and can over and over and over again. I don't even have to. You can look it up your damn self of the amount of times just this year she has done some shit like this.
They're just not a reflection of who I was even then.
They're just not a reflection of who I was even then. Anybody buying this?
I remember doing videos then to just get any sort of attention. Any attention was good attention.
Yeah, see, I did this to get any attention. Any attention was good intention, and you think anything has changed?
I just needed money, and I just would say and do literally whatever. I've said so many things that I don't even agree with, that I would just, and I know I'm paying the price for it now, and like I totally accept it. There's no cop out, but I really do feel like I need to address this, and I know addressing this still won't be enough for some people, and it's why at the end of the day, that's why some people just don't address it, because it'll never be enough for some people. But for the people who still care and still like watch me, and like,
it will never be enough for some people. How about you actually act like you're different? This is all your fault, guys. This is all your fault. If you don't believe she is an upstanding member of society because she hasn't done anything in the last 27 minutes, then it's your damn fault.
Have been here through so much with me. Like, I feel like I owe it to those people. Like that. Like, I experienced.
I want you to remember what she's just said here. Here through so much with me, I feel like I owe it to all those people. She owes it to her fans that have stuck with her. The people that are still clicking on her videos so she can get that AdSense. She doesn't owe it to the people she's hurt. She doesn't owe it to anything to the people of the life she's tried to ruin. She owes this to the people that are still stick by and put money in her Patreon account.
People like that, like I experience guilt on a daily basis. There's not a day goes by where I don't feel guilty about something, where I don't feel ashamed of something.
Just a joke.
talk shit about me, I don't give a fuck. Guess what? If people talk shit about me, I don't give a fuck.
See what I mean? I don't need to use any rumors or innuendos. I'll use this chick's own damn words. Use the shit she said her damn self.
You can't delete the internet, right? Once something's out there, you can't delete it. And that sucks.
That
But
sucks
like,
for
I
you.
feel
Why?
like deleting videos, like instead of being like, well, at least it's a step in the right direction of like, stop spreading more hate or, you know, taking down something that once represented, you know, that once was me.
Do you understand? Here we go again. That once represented, you know, that once was it was me. It was once. Again, she keeps trying to present and project like this is something that was so long ago. She can't believe it's getting brought back up.
Guess what? If people talk shit about me, I don't give a fuck. It is no longer me. Like I thought that was like a step in the right direction, but instead that once was me, it is spreading more hate or, you know, taking down something that once represented, you know, that once was me, it is no longer me. Like I thought that was like a step in the right direction, but instead it's just met with she's hiding something, and it's like that's just not who I am. It's
I don't even know what to say about this shit. Like I'm sorry, this is a little haphazard kind of thrown together because I really was pulling something else to do. And again, appreciate everybody from the first video, but this, if anybody bought this as a sincere apology, if anybody bought the gaslighting and the projection and all that shit from this video where she keeps trying to shove it down your throat and make you believe that this is stuff that was in her far distant past, that she can't believe that now once she's deleted these videos, people haven't just immediately forgiven her ass. We are living in a fairyland. Okay?
It's not what I agree with. It's not who I am. It's embarrassing, and I'm ashamed. I'm so ashamed.
If she was ashamed, she would have stopped it.
It feels weird to not post as often as I used to.
Like, listen to what she says here. It feels weird to post as often. I mean, watch what she does. She knows what she's saying is, but all people have to do is just because she's deleted it off Twitter, all they have to do is go look at the people that have actually grabbed it where she said. Are people believing this? That's what scares me. Does anybody believe in this?
It feels weird to not post as often as I used to. I mean, obviously, I'm still posting.
See this look right here? This is a look for someone that is searching for whatever it takes to make whatever she's saying believable.
But it feels like every day, it feels like the sick feeling in my stomach, and it just is like.
That sick feeling in her stomach is she's managed to not be canceled after all the shit she's done for a decade. And now, again, the chickens are coming home to roost, and people are kind of sick of it. This mentality, you know, is like, is not successful much anymore. You know, like, I'm sure, you know, there's a room for where the drama people, you know, I had to do a little digging and find out who Keemstar was. And listen, you know, people can talk what they want to about Keemstar. That dude is the name of his fucking channel, apparently, is Drama Alert. Okay. He doesn't hide who he is. He will outright say he's an asshole. Okay. And some of the things he has done is questionable, and it's not, but if you sign up, say, to do his show, you know the reputation that he has. He doesn't hide it. There's something to be said about the people that are upfront with you about their intentions, about their reputation, about what they're doing to get views and clicks or whatever. So if you sign up to go on that dude's show, you're the only person you have to blame if he's going to ask you like tough questions or try to drag you in the middle of drama is yourself, because he's not hiding it. Do you know what I mean? But she keeps trying to present herself as a good person that's getting sick to her stomach. Are you sick to her stomach because she's watching her bank account slip? I think the only thing that affects this girl at this point is her income. I could be wrong, but she's not giving me any evidence to prove otherwise. This video ain't helping. Look at her. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me. We know she can cry on a dime. She think maybe that'll work. Maybe let me muster up some tears and see if that'll work. This is when you have to think about, if you wonder how you command yourself to cry on cue, you look off in the distance, remember like a dog you really, really loved, and that dog passing away. Like for me, it's my mother. My mother got sick. She had cancer and she metastasized to her brain. There's this one instance that I dealt with. I was here a lot for my mother. There's one instance in my mind that happened during that process that I was pretty strong. My mother and my dad, they had a lot of moments where it was, they broke down, but I was trying to stay stoic because I felt like I had to remain strong because I did a lot of calling for the insurance company, stuff like that. But there's this one instance where I actually had to call an insurance company where I was trying to get her medical rights to get her treatment. And I had to tell my mother what her name was and remind her of her address and tell her her birthday. And to this day, like I can feel myself doing it now. If I think about that moment, I'll cry. And so like you can command yourself to cry by doing that. If you'll think about those situations that really hurt you, and all of us have a few of them.
I am so sorry for past videos that I've let people down. Like I've been a shit person in the past, like real shit person.
How many times she says in the past, this is to me, this is why this is not an apology. She keeps making excuses because she keeps saying it was in the past. Nothing about her is in the past.
And
this is to me why it does not scream sincere. Because she keeps telling herself this is not who she is today. I can
change my past, and I really
the past. Look, I can't do to change my past. How many times has she said past in the last 3 minutes?
I really don't know where to go with this, actually.
Yeah, see, that's probably the first honest thing she said. She doesn't know where to go with this. She doesn't know what to say. She's a script person. She's a script writer and a script talker. She's the one that has been able to finagle her way out of all these different dilemmas she's put herself in, all these controversies, all these negative videos and commentary, and in the middle of all this drama, she's managed to have at least one person maybe pocketed on her side, or that person didn't have a great reputation, so she skated under that, all this shit. And I'm going to tell you another thing that pulled me out from underneath the fucking hilltop, okay, is when I found out what she did to that man from Kentucky, the guy that had autism, the dude that didn't even have a car. And she turned that man into a fucking stalker and said he was going to drive, scared he was going to come to California. That's some sick shit.
Just to answer the question, I deleted those videos. I guess you could say I was hiding, like I'm hiding that person that I was, this ignorant.
Again, look at this. You can say I was hiding that person that I was. I just showed you evidence of things she has done this fucking year. Again, I can show you shit she's done this fucking week. And she keeps, this is what lets you know this woman does not know what the truth is. She keeps repeating, this is who she was. It was in her past. And you can't hide your past, or people keep bringing up my past and this, all this other shit. Bullshit.
From, a lot of people ask or want to know like why I have animosity towards my hometown and where I grew up. I feel I was so sheltered, and I don't know. I mean, maybe it's no one.
Now she's going to bring up her hometown. I could do a whole nother video on that shit. And remember, just the same person that said she was bullied horrifically. She was teased for how she looked, and she had certain things happen to her with different teachers. I could show you that video she did where she was trying to educate her viewers on how to seduce their teacher. But yet she was abused by teachers. But yet she's going to do a video on telling you how to seduce them. Now she's saying she was sheltered. The video where she said herself how her parents would buy her anything. Where's that one thing? I think can I bring it up in the middle of here? See, look, this came from her. I think this is the excerpt out of her book. I would say random things like horses don't exist because I've never seen them. Something so outlandish, and they'd believe me. I'd get a rise out of people. It was fabulous, and it was attention.
Fault, right? It's a small town and everyone's kind of the same.
And this is again, this is going to piss me off because I'm from the South. If you can't tell by my accent, I mentioned in my first video, I don't see enough Southern commentators tell you how we are and how I tell you like it fucking is. I'm a very loyal person. I'm a very loyal person. I don't let people shit on my friends or shit on my family. I will have your back. I don't care if I'm in a crowd of 50 people and somebody wants to say some shit about you. I will take up for you if you're my friend. But what she says here, it's not their fault, right? It's a small town and everyone's kind of the same. Another comment about in a situation where she's going to paint every single person with the same brushstroke, but there's nothing wrong with it.
Vibes and stuff, and they don't educate you on diversity. And
they don't educate you on diversity. See, another thing that pisses me off, it doesn't educate you on diversity. The South doesn't educate you on diversity. Have you fallen, hit your head? Who says? How does she know this? What does that mean? Don't educate you in diversity. I live in one of the smallest towns you could imagine, and everybody knows that the reputation the South gets, or a rebel flag from country, Confederate flag flying, whatever, and people don't even know what that flag stands for half the time with Southern people. But in the town I live in, our mayor for the majority of the past 30 years has been a black man. The only thing we ever have against him is that he gets his son out of all kinds of shit. But guess what? I don't care if you're white, black, yellow, brown, or purple. If you're the mayor of the town, a lot of times you get your kids out of bullshit. So we just brush it under the rug, just like if he was a white mayor. What the fuck she mean by diversity? She means the fact that I had a cousin that thought she was a lesbian, and then she said she was trans, and she was a cross-dresser, and now she's straight, married to a man. One of my other cousins, her son is mixed. He's half white and half black, and the apple of my first cousin's eyes. It's his daughter that had the son, and my cousin loves this little boy. He is looked after in this family like you would not believe. Is that the diversity you're talking about? How about one of my closest friends I went to high school with is a gay man? This kind of shit that pisses me. Again, this woman again is now talking about because she came from a small town. They don't educate you on diversity. Oh, she's all sheltered, all this other shit. This is her number one problem. She thinks everybody thinks like she does. I'm sorry, but I'm willing to argue the fact that when she spouses this bullshit, this is how she thinks. Because we heard what she said because she didn't like Seinfeld or Friends. Also, now she don't like any New Yorkers. We heard what she said about the guy that was from, he was Lebanese, and she was talking about someone from Pakistan, and she said, oh, well, that's the same thing. It's all the same. This is how she thinks. So she can stop lopping that on everybody else.
Different time and all that stuff like that. And like, I was really ignorant. I was really dumb and like.
What's changed?
Really insecure and really, really hateful.
Talking about being insecure. Then she talks about the fact that she wore double bras to get attention from her teachers, or the fact that she used her sexuality to get attention, the fact that she had OnlyFans and did all this other shit on it. I mean, this person's insecure that's half naked, did the music video where she literally, you could cover what she had on with a piece of dental floss, but she's insecure. And as a woman, I find that offensive.
And I'm so sorry if any of those past videos people are putting up are hurting anybody. Like, I wish I could take it back. I did my best to delete them. And I am addressing it now, and there's just
addressing it now again. See, like, she's acting like all this shit is in her past. That's my number one problem with this crap. Not no, I mean, it's one of the many problems. And she keeps trying to gaslight people into thinking this was like so long ago. She can't believe anybody'd have a problem with it.
So many, and it's just like I deleted them for a reason. I wanted them wiped from my image because that's not what I think or feel, and it's definitely not what I stand for anymore.
Again, I showed you evidence that that's a lie.
And if I'm being honest, it's not at the time. Again, I did that as satire, as parody. There was, you know, like an SNL skit making fun of somebody, and I'm not Saturday Night Live.
No, there you go. Let's try to get to this. This to me is the face of someone trying to figure out what the hell they're going to do to fix all this shit. Again, you can see into the windows behind her eyes how many times she's brought up in my past, all this stuff was in my past. This is not who I am anymore. This is in my past. And she's got to know somewhere in between these two things that she literally was doing this shit a few days ago. Like I feel like it's her realization of this shit's not working anymore. People have a memory longer than a damn fruit fly.
You know, the past few weeks has just been like one thing after the other, just finding every way to drag me down, and some things.
See, it's all your fault, everybody else's fault. The past few weeks is everybody trying to find every way to drag her down. Again, it does not take her very long to say things like she's sorry for everything, what she's done, or if she's hurt someone, and then flip it around and say that it's everybody else's fault because they're dragging her down.
Just are so wrong and so full of lies and just like unwarranted, just like hate. But this is warranted. This is warranted, right? This is something that this actually affects me, right? Because it's something in my past. It's videos I made, and there's
again, it's something in my past. It's videos I made. How many times again? I should go back and count them, or y'all going to go back and count how many times she has said past, or this was back, years ago, whatever, trying to reference that this is something that she doesn't do anymore. Which is a joke.
Like there is no escaping that. It's out there. It's just like I don't care. Like honestly, it's like when people say stuff that's just like not true, or they try and rewrite my history and say this didn't happen. You have to apologize for this or this, when it's like stuff that actually happened to me. I don't care. Whatever. If people are gonna.
So see, here we go with the people saying that you have to apologize for this. See what I mean? She shouldn't have to say any of that. People should be telling her she should apologize. Blah, 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 blah. She only needs to apologize for the shit she actually feels sorry for. And I'm sorry, we're 10 minutes in. I hadn't heard an apology yet, a real one. I'm sorry if somebody got hurt by what I did. They're again throwing it back on you. I apologize if your feelings were hurt because I said something. No, she just apologized for what she said. No. For
this or this, when it's like stuff that actually happened to me. I don't care, whatever. If people are gonna, like, I know my truth on that, right?
Oh, my truth.
Like, this kind of.
How about we see some evidence? Because what she's bringing up now, again, my opinion is, because I don't think she says it, that she's trying to bring up what she said about this teacher. And again, what I've told you before, I'll say it again, show me some evidence. Because we know the first thing that she said was a lie, where she tried to say the man was arrested. Well, then she came back out later and again made a low blow that mysterious and said, oh, well, this girl actually, Googled and looked up some facts. Well, God forbid somebody actually try to get to the truth of something before they just blurt a lie out that could ruin someone's life, especially when you tell your 5 million subs to go track their family down. The man is dead. So, yeah, go track his family down. And isn't it crazy that she only came out and started talking about this man after he's dead and gone and can't come back and defend himself? That's pretty fucking sick. That's pretty fucking sick. So she's the one that said all this. Nobody forced her to say. She said it. Then it came out with that longer message that somebody wrote from the town and said that no, what happened is it was either one of his coworkers or a parent that didn't like him that sent him an email that had a hot link in it, that when he opened up the link, it had you know, that CP, I don't even know if it was CP. I know it was just apparently it's porn that was underneath that in that link. And when he opened it up, apparently a student was standing around and saw it and reported it. Now, I'm just going to give you a news flash, folks. If you're a teacher and you think you're about to open up something on your computer that's that, right, has that kind of content in it, you think he's going to open it up while a student's standing there? Let's just use some logic here.
Stuff, which is just hard facts. Just, I made poor comedy choices. I made poor
comedy choices. So again, she's saying making fun because she's done it to John Bonet, she's done it to Anna Nicole, and now she's done it to that young lady that I brought up earlier. And that there she say poor is comedy. So sitting there talking about what was John Bonet, 6, 7 years old, and making a video about that girl and being in the basement, no daddy, and I'll do what about, and all that's comedy.
ethical choices. It just sucks. And I think the pit in my stomach really came from Courtney, who I really love them. Like,
see, she's going to bring up this Courtney situation again. Not anything she's done in the last 5 years.
I really do. They were kind enough to come on my podcast, and you know, like, that sucks because I just know like from that place, like I would never like have them on my podcast if I like hated that person. And I just, again,
she would never have them on her podcast if she hated that person. Didn't she go on Team Stars? And then before that, she said how she hated him and would never go on there and all this other. Didn't she do a podcast with a Gabby and then blast the girl after doing it? See, this is where this chick, there's not a consistent bone in her body, because it's so easy to discredit everything that she says with her evidence that she's handed you.
and I couldn't even read it. It just made me sick to my stomach, and I just keep seeing like these old clips, past, old, not her anymore. Bullshit. resurface of just skits I've done and stuff that just missed the mark.
See, that's where the little bit glimpse of truth come out. She missed the mark in making fun of a dead 6-year-old girl. 6-year-old missed the mark. Might have wrong. John Bonet might have been like 7. I know she was no older than 8.
And like I'm just so sorry. I'm just so sorry, and so like just so embarrassed. I'm just so embarrassed about those. Like I said, if there's something
About those.
that I messed up on, it's this, and I own it. Like,
Don't apologize for anything else.
I can take people hating on me of something that just doesn't exist in the real world, that just some people may, if you just hate on me.
I can take people hating on me that's something that it doesn't exist in the real world, that just some people may if you just hate on me. See, she's rambling like cohesive sentences here, dear.
Something that just doesn't exist in the real world, that just some people may, if you just hate on me for something that's not even real. Okay, fine, but this is something that like I did. Like this is the cancellation part that I do take to heart, because it is something that I screwed up.
Hell to the no. To the no. Oh.
But I didn't know what else to do. I deleted the videos.
I didn't know what else to do. So I deleted the videos. I'm sorry. How many years again were they up?
Someone said it was like 1 billion views worth of views. It's like,
see, So you got to throw out again. You understand when somebody's trying to make an apology and they're really not making an apology when they kept letting you know, like, oh, it was 1 billion views. All y'all need to understand it. And not so it's not an apology of I'm sorry for what I've done. It's like, look, I lost 1 billion views. That should tell you I'm
It's just
sorry.
not me, and it's nothing I stand by or stand for.
How much evidence do you need?
And it makes me so physically sick. Like, truly.
Sure.
And again, I'm apologizing to people who do care. For people who are going to hate, it's not going to be enough. And
I apologize for the people that do care, which means still care about her. All of you other people that were hurt by it, F all y'all. Y'all don't matter. I don't know. What would be the difference between people that still watch your content versus the people that don't? I can think of one thing. It starts with an ad and ends with the sentence. Or it starts with a spawn and ends with the sirs.
honestly, like, don't care.
She don't care about you.
Courtney's thought, and I'm so sorry. Like, again, my intention was to be parody, and that was 12 years ago, whatever. And
see how she brings it up again. She keeps dropping these little things of, but that was 12 years ago or whatever. Forget the shit she did last week. Forget the shit she did last month. Forget the shit she did 6 months ago, 8 months ago, 9 months ago, 12 months ago, 16 months ago. She keeps trying to make everyone believe the shit she did 12 years ago.
They've gotten so much hate, very unwarranted,
Yeah, go ask Christy Teigen how that worked for her when she drug her. You got away with you for longer than Christy Teigen did. I'm going to say it again. The chicken always comes home to
This is what
roost.
I'm saying. There's like enough shit to like actually hate me for. There is enough shit in my past that to make up stuff is like, what's the point? Like, to rewrite history to make me.
Who's made up anything about Trisha Paytas? Where does anybody know what she's talking about? Who made up stuff about her? Who's trying to rewrite history?
Out to
comment below.
All this stuff like there's enough shit to actually hate me for, and this is a thing to hate me for, right? Like people making up stuff or saying like, oh my god, apologize to this person. People are telling me to apologize to people who've harassed me. People are telling me to apologize to people who've abused me. People have told me to apologize to people who have like literally.
Because genuine people apologize for things they've done. They don't require an apology from the other people because that's not how it works. When you're genuine about how you feel or if you have remorse, you're apologizing because that comes from you. You're not asking it from other people. You're doing it because it's the right thing to do. I can't tell you how much evidence, again, she's given this one video that nothing about this shit is sincere.
Literally ruined my life. Oh, apologize to this person, not knowing the full story of so many situations. And that is like so fucking hard to deal with.
Yeah, because you're not sincere about the shit.
Again, I've been shit to a lot of people. I get it. And that alone I have to deal with. But now having to deal with like people saying apologize to this or this person, or you need to talk to this person, like people who've harassed me, lied on me, abused me, like all this stuff like that. It's just like, there's really no winning because people can make up whatever they want about you.
Then vice versa. People can make up whatever they want, can't they? That's why I like to use evidence. I like to use your own damn words. I like to see the sauce. Show me the DMs. Show me where you've actually done something that makes any of this stuff mount to a hill of beans. Because at this point, anything that comes from here, I don't believe, period. And all you have to do is look at the history of this caricature to understand why no one believes you. You have set the tone for your reputation. No one did that but your damn self.
Like, people can make up anything they want about me. Anything people say now in a title is true. And that'll follow me around forever. And it's so fucking scary.
See, it's scary. Why is it scary again? Why is it scary? Anybody want to take a guess? I'll give you a hint. Hold on. I got a fancy little thing here. I'll give you a hint. Looks kind of like this.
There's nothing I can do about my past. Like, there's nothing. And, you know, you have every right, everyone has every right to think of me as shit for the rest of my life because of the shit things I do. Like, but for anybody who can, like, forgive me of that, look past, which I know there's a lot, because look.
Forgive me of that. Look past, which I know there's a lot. Look past. I think it's supposed to say past, which I know there's a lot. Again, this is not in your past.
My videos have come out to bite me in the ass before. And I've done thousands. I don't know how many, 5,000 videos. I've done thousands and thousands of videos, and there will always be, and they'll always be out there. And I'm just, I don't even want the views. I don't even want any of that on my channel.
See what I mean? This is where she brings it up. People reveal themselves. I don't even want the views. What do you mean? You got the views. You deleted videos that were a decade old. What do you mean you don't want the views? You got all the AdSense you could have possibly drip dropped out of those damn videos. Oh, for fuck's sake. Again, somebody that's not into into any of these drama channels. I only know Mysterious because she did a really couple good videos. I'm probably going to react to a couple of hers. Thank you for that suggestion on my last video down in the comment section. I really do appreciate that. I might even read some of those to you at the end of this because I do appreciate the support. I'm not in this sphere with these people. Okay, I don't even know most of these creators. Like literally, they pop up in your feed. But like I knew enough to, I think I watched a couple frenemies a few months ago. That's why I did that video back in February, because like I was literally like, how is this person so popular? Like, am I missing something? Like literally, I thought I must have been missing something. And I don't understand that, like how someone that's such feels like a habitual liar and will step all over whoever they feel like they need to step on to make a dollar has been able to manage to survive all these years on this platform. And people, I don't know, again, have the attention span of a damn fruit fly to think that there's any sincerity that comes from her. Because I'm going to tell you something. Talk is cheap. Words are cheap. People can say anything they want to say. It's your actions that prove your character. It's your actions. It's how you treat people. It's how you behave. It's your reputation that you build and create and care about and cultivate. Talk is cheap. And that seems to be all that she knows how to do. And for all the people that have bought it for years, I feel for you. I really, really do. That's the only reason why I came out. The only reason I came out pulled me, I mean, like literally out to do any of this kind of content, because I felt like, I don't know, maybe people have like the sleeping mask on or something. If my hillbilly ass needs to come on and pop that against your forehead to say, open your damn eyes, here I the hell am.
Like the roughest people have been on me. And like I said, I think some warranted and some
the roughest
totally
people.
And that also takes a toll, because I'm like, wow, you can literally be canceled for something that's...
Here we go, watch.
That's true, but people are saying it's not true, just to make, like, to paint you in every way.
See, let's look at this again. I'm gonna let her say it
That's
again.
true, but people are saying it's not true.
People can cancel you for something that's true, but people aren't saying it's not true. What?
Just to make, like, to paint.
Just like to pay, like, listen, see, she gets mumbled when she doesn't know how to spin her way out of it. I mean, again, you can literally be canceled for something that's true.
That's true, but people are saying it's not true, just to make, like, to paint you in every way. To say something's not true, something horrific that happened, or horrific things that have happened in my life. To say it's not true, and then
she goes and tries to spin that into horrific things that have happened in her life. Did you catch this?
You can literally be canceled for something that's true, but people are saying it's not true, just to make, like, to paint you in every way. To say something's not true, something horrific that happened, or horrific things that have happened in my life. To say it's not true, and then you get canceled for that.
Is she this daft that she thinks? No, she's not. She's just trying to spin this in a way for people to feel bad for her. She's not being canceled for things that aren't true. She's not being canceled for things that people have made up and pulled up out of their ass crack. This is all you, baby girl. This is all shit you have done to yourself. And again, the chicken always comes home to roost. And you had better just be grateful and thankful your ass made it this damn long. And that YouTube is not made of a bunch of fucking
I try my best to put on a happy face every morning, and I try my best to do affirmations and let go of things
she tries her best to put a happy face on every morning and do it. Here we go.
I can't control, but as far as hurting people, like, intentionally or unintentionally, like, it sucks that
everything she did is intentional. You're not going to tell me any of those videos you did where you drug people over the sandpaper face first was unintentional. See, this is another part of the, she has 5 million subs. I don't know how many of those are teenagers or part of the community. I'm a little older, and that's what bothers me the most is, like, kids are already so influenced and think that it's the only way to be relevant is by a sub count or how many likes you get or retweets or reposts or shares or how many followers you have on Instagram. That's sad for me because that's not your value. It's not your worth by how many complete strangers like something you posted. Those people aren't who you should value what they think of you.
I've heard so many people with so many of my videos. It just fucking sucks.
Doesn't it? Now maybe you're feeling a little bit of what you dished out for so many years.
Even this past year doing the podcast, I feel like my personal, I started attacking people, and it just, I'm the last person that needs to be doing that. Like, another, it's a good, it's a blessing in disguise. Like, of course I love doing the podcast and being loved and all that stuff, and it was fun. And
of being loved, see, is what it amounts to. I'm telling you, that's all this shit amounts to. She is a product of her own creation.
Whatever, but it was a blessing in disguise because, like, I'm the last person that needs to be pointing fingers at anybody. I am so clouded, and that's why I was so scared to talk about anyone's past or bring up past tweets.
Anybody believes this shit? She was so scared to talk about anyone's past or bring up past tweets. You know how many times that Ethan guy on the Frenemies had to shut her down and try to hurry up and change the subject? Nobody forced her to say any of the shit she said. But most of the time, she said all that stuff when it wasn't even part of the subject matter. It should just diarrhea of the mouth.
These are things from years ago because my history and my stuff to be brought up is so rich and so dark.
So rich? Trashy.
I was always scared of this, and I kept those videos up for way too long.
Well, you had to get them damn views.
And, like, truly the only thing I can do besides apologize is just show that, like, or try my best to change. I know I will never be commentating on anyone's life ever again.
Anybody want to take a time step of that? She'll never be commentating on anyone's life ever again. How long do you think that's going to last?
YouTuber, celebrity, like in any negative fashion, not even in my real life, not even my personal life, like.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Just thought about
like
that
I said,
one.
I'm thankful for this because it's taught me like a really, like, again, as far as like being harassed for stuff in my past, harassed for stuff that
Again, stuff in her past. Remember,
happened and people just telling me it didn't. As far as my
people telling me stuff that happened and then stuff that it didn't. See what I mean? She turned it all back around on her being the victim.
psychology, like, my mental state, it's like, you know, I just went to therapy and it's like I'm obviously doubled that because being on the verge of a mental breakdown like every single day, it's like.
Now here we go. See what I mean? I told you she was going to turn it back around on herself. She's been on the verge of a mental breakdown. That she did every bit of this to herself. A sincere apology is taking accountability for your actions and not expecting anything in return. It's taking accountability for what you've done and meaning it, whether you climb up out of a hole or not, whether you get canceled or not. That's sincere. That's somebody that's sincere. She has brought up her views. She has brought up now the fact that now she's doubled up her therapy because she's on the verge of a mental breakdown. Remember, this is shit she has done to herself. No one did this to her. People are just holding her accountable.
You know, life moves on. I'm getting so hot. I need to turn the air on. I'm so sorry. And I feel so gross, and I accept it. I accept all of this, and no one has to forgive me, and everyone has the right to feel upset and hurt by me, and I hope in time that'll change, and I hope anyone knows that like things I did were for money, for attention.
What's this?
And it really, like, it wasn't really, it was never to hurt.
It was never to hurt.
I never thought anybody would see my videos.
I never thought anyone would see my videos. Are anybody taking a record of this?
And also, I didn't think anyone would care. And again, being on this end now,
I didn't think anyone would care.
For a while, it's like, I know it now, but anyways, I'm rambling, so I'm gonna go. Really hot.
I cannot begin to tell you
Hey guys,
how much this annoys me. It annoys me to no end because the amount of sincerity in this person's voice is about as much as it was 4 days ago when she went on that complete tirade on Twitter and then turned around and deleted them all. This woman is the queen of ranting and deleting. And then she says, but I wasn't trying to hurt anyone's feelings. But I wasn't trying to, what the next sentence, what I was trying to destroy anyone. I'm telling you my opinion here. It is that I hope that the people that pay attention to what she has done and said over a damn decade also look at her tails. That when she's going out looking for sympathy, how miraculously her hair's not done. Look at this shit. She has no makeup on. Look at what the clothes she's wearing. She's not dressed up to the nines. She's not flashing all the things that she's been able to buy from the reputation that she's built for herself, the things she's done to other people. This is someone that's trying to make you feel like, oh, they're just down home little old Trisha. Whole buck, hole in the wall, small town that didn't teach her anything about diversity, that, you know, it is what it is. Listen, I'm gonna keep rambling forever. I was working on something and I've been working on something all night. I saw she dropped this. I'm sorry, this is kind of long and it seemed a little scattered. But when I saw this come out, I was like, oh, hell to the no. Hell no. We ain't doing this shit. It is beyond me how she literally at this point is still doing this shit, is still taking no accountability for the shit she has done to people. Yet, and her apology is about as sturdy as a house built on fucking chicken feathers. I mean, literally. If you want to live in that house built to feathers, you go right on ahead. But, you know, I don't even give it a week. And I'll work on my other one. Again, there's some more. Everybody knows this. And I will say again, I've commented down below, I don't give a damn about her mob squad of hate, her troll farm of critters that go out and attack people. Come at me. I don't give a shit. You're not going to scare my ass. And because if you're defending this person, good luck with that. Good luck with that. I hope you're also out there on your social medias about how much you care about everybody, and people should be judged for this and that and all this other shit. And you're literally looking at the picture of someone that's judged and hurt everyone in so many different communities and make your head fucking spin. So try some sincerity next time. And again, practice what you preach. And with that, again, thanks for the comments below. I am going to look at that. People tell me last time on. Let me do that really, really quick. Hang on 1 second. Okay, this is some of the comments below that video, by the way. Thanks, guys. It's not even been up a day, and it's already got over 2,000 views. If you can't sub to the channel, though, I'm going to try and get it up. The mark is like 1,000 subs, 4,000 hours. So I appreciate it, man. I really do appreciate it. But here's some of the comments. So I love this video. Trisha's contradictions are like music to my ears. I've been feeling this forever. Hope she gets the help she needs to learn how to exist without lying. True that. Exactly. I dated a gay man for a year and a half. Sean Van Der Wilt was in the closet when he dated Trisha. If I remember correctly, she actually outed him on her channel, and her fans relentlessly hated on him. That's what I'm talking about. Like, it's even like stuff like this that there's no accountability for, where she literally did this shit for like views and clicks. I was such a fan of Trisha for many years. I was blinded by her lies and manipulation. I'm glad that myself and so many others are finally seeing the truth. I will admit it's hard not to feel stupid for being manipulated for so many years, but I guess that is the nature of the beast. Listen, don't feel hard on yourself. Look how many people. That woman has over 5 million views. Sometimes it takes a certain situation for you to be like, that just is not okay. It's not cool. This woman's bragged about the mansion she lives, the Bentley she drives, and she's built it all on your guys' backs, her fans. And that's the only people apparently in her own damn, video that I just showed that she cares about. I wonder fucking why. Jean said, love it. People need to make as many of these videos as possible, especially with her past videos. I wish people would talk about her faking DID more, because that poor girl became suicidal because of Trisha. I did pull some stuff that I'll take that in consideration for sure, because that's just one of those situations that expose, I think, just how she is about like trying to do clickbait and get views. It doesn't matter who she hurts. Hilla being a boss babe as always. I think TP and Moses deserve each other. Yep. Yep, exactly. She Crip Tickman says she equates males with introverted, not having to get dressed up and not being girly. And oh my God, after they look up, she's a chicken nugget. I just realized she yelled, don't say it, amount. Oh my God, caught red-handed. Yep, exactly. Alicia says, gotta watch this before Trisha strikes it down. No shit. I replied to that one. Good point. Oh, that was funny. It had some replies. It was hilarious. It said, all facts, no printer. And Terry said, all facts, no printer, all ditzy, no brains. It's hilarious. China Zia. Sorry if I said that wrong. Maybe you could do reaction to mysterious videos. So if it gets pulled again, you can help spread the truth. The trash, her part 1 is back up. Oh yeah, okay, good. I'll go look at it, because I know that a few first got taken down, which again is shitty. That girl did a lot of work. I actually have her video pulled to where she goes through whole background. I actually have a shit for that timestamp. I was working on that last night, actually. No fast fashion. You had me dying. This was a good video. Thank you. Thank you. Angela says your frustration is cracking me up. I feel the same. Cut to Ethan's confusion picture. Yeah, I know that wood where I paused on it. It was like, that's how we all feel. What the hell? La, 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 la. Yes, this was such a great video. Can't wait for the next. Thanks, Jasmine. Oh my God, I love your take on the trashy trash pile. It was very entertaining. Thank you. I appreciate it. Carla says, you just popped up on my homepage and I love listening to your opinion and all this. Love the accent as well. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Prairie the cat says, I've never been with a straight woman. Yeah, because they are straight. Oh, there you go. Melissa says, great video. Your commentary is hilarious. You're the voice in my head when I watch anything about Trisha Paytas. And yes, the Southern accent is awesome. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. China said again, I hate her. Also, Moses is just playing her fake YouTube fiance for video content. That goes for her too, for our online BFs. Everything about that trash is a lie. I mean, yeah, listen, they admitted that these drama channels, that's what they're doing, is stirring up drama. I don't know enough about H3H3. I think that she's become such a tornado in that family. I would hate to think that that's still going on because, I mean, my God, imagine being in that family. Sant said, laugh my ass off. You don't play with none of that nonsense. This is way too funny. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Your accent plus the sassy comment made me laugh. Oh, that's awesome. Seeing all these awesome comments. I really do appreciate it. That man's wife is Hilia. Did I say that right? Hilia. I think that's Ethan's wife from H3H3. Yeah, she's made a shit ton of sense in my last video. I'm telling you, I don't really watch a lot of these people's videos. I stumbled on a couple of frenemies with H3 back whenever she pissed me off when I made this video. You can see from that video I posted, that was a lot of it was from H3H3. That's how I found it. And I started doing a lot of research. Deidre says all her personalities left her body because they were embarrassed to be seen with her. All her personalities left her body because they were embarrassed to be seen with her. Heard they all went to Canada. Oh my God, it's hilarious. The annoyance I can hear in your voice. Let me say I feel that, laughing my ass off. I've been feeling that way before they put her on frenemies. It's amazing how people let her get away with. Yeah, exactly. That's my whole thing, is how long she's been doing this shit. YouTube doesn't monetize LGBTQ. Good thing for some. The biggest YouTubers aren't part of the community that YouTube hasn't hosted some of the safest spaces on. Yeah, like that's a good point. Like that's why I pointed that out last video. I'm like, who are you talking about? Well, I would love some Southern sweet tea. Well, honey, we have it. That's all we drink down here. And coffee. That's all I drink, coffee. The Jesse UH. I can't stand how loud Trisha breathes and her constant loud swallowing. I can make a joke there, but I'll let it alone. Blue lips equal, Rachel said, blue lips equal drug abuse. That white tongue is also a sign of drug abuse. Oh, I don't know about all that now. I don't know. Maybe. You had me at piece of shit. Well, I'm from the South. I just say it like it is. Southern Gal Hill too. Well, hello, Terry. Southern. Thanks for acknowledging how transgenders are just narcissists who hopped on the train for some extra attention. They're harm for the trans movement. Jake Stroh. I mean, listen, I'm not trans, and so in when it comes to this subject matter, I'm very kind of careful. I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings or anything, but I'm not gonna lie. If I was part of the trans community, I'd be pissed off because, from what I know, it's a struggle. It's not something that you just decide one day that you're going to be trans, and then it's all happy-go-lucky. And if you're a woman and you decide that or I don't see even the word decision. If you're a trans woman, right, or just trans man, right? So you're born a woman, and you feel like you're actually a man, right? And guys, again, this is not my subject matter, so I'm not trying to walk on eggshells. I am who I am. But like, I would think you wouldn't want your damn tits hanging out and 17 pounds of makeup on and then say that you're a man. That does not make any sense to me. And I don't have to be an expert in the subject matter to know that looks stupid. Okay. And Rosa said, this is so funny. Thank you. Thank you. Next, kiss my swag. Said, nice video. You're funny and entertaining. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. I've just found you, great channel, the DID thing. So her ex-girlfriend did a reaction with Edwin's. Yeah, you know what? I read your comment last night. I checked some of that out. That's nuts. She was actually DID, and Trish told her experiences in altars. If you need a video, I'll find the link. Thank you, my friend. Oh, look. Yep, found it. Yep, I did watch it. I'll look at that too, by the way. I'll pull that up as soon as I get off this. Alex said, how are you from South Carolina? Love your accent. I'm from Tennessee, my friend. Alex. Deidre said, I like all kinds of videos, but I love this one. She is such a horrible person. I can't believe I watched to make the excuses for her bad behavior. John Benet Ramsey really opened my eyes. She would do anything for money. If I had never seen it till a few days ago. Nothing is off limits. Yeah. Again, that's why I'm not holding against you guys. I mean, like, I get it, man. It's like when you go by a damn car accident and you watch all the traffic slow down and everybody break their freaking neck to watch the car pile up. It's not because you hope somebody's injured in it. It's almost like we can't help ourselves but to like gooseneck that shit. You know what I mean? And she's the ultimate gooseneck, I think. Like, you're like, what's the next damn wall she's going to run into? You know what I'm saying? Rachel said, another lie. Okay. Gender and sex, the exact same things. Fight me. All right. I'm hearting everybody, but there's probably a damn debate there. But listen, that's why I'm trying to keep politics and all that shit out of here. Because to me, I'm just trying to expose these freaking people for the bullshit that they're spinning and trying to gaslight people. I don't like it. Because you have some great points and you are in the right, but you're really hateful. Like the language was hateful. Listen, I am who I am. Like, I'm from the South. I'm gonna tell you like it is. I even like yours. I don't give a shit. But like, look at who I'm dealing with here. Look at who I'm dealing with. She pisses me off. So I'm not going to be all like, oh my God, that's poor girl. She just needs some help. No, she's hurt people. I give it like I see it. You know what I mean? I dish out what I feel like people are sending out. You know what I'm saying? But I hear you. But if you don't like it, I understand. You don't have to watch it. And I get that. I won't be mad at you. But I am who I am. Unlike her, I am going to be who I am. But that's it. That's what I'm going to sum this up to be today. Again, I'm sorry it was a little everywhere, probably a little long. I do have some stuff to try to organize a bit better. But again, I do thank all you guys for the awesome comments. And I will try and keep them coming. And if you have any suggestions, put them below. And thank you for the ones you give me. I am going to do a little bit more mysterious thing. And I will try to pull some stuff on the DID. She did that shit. It was just like the woman has no fucking limits. It doesn't matter. And we'll see. She's all acting like she's a changed person. Yeah, we should take a running bet how long that shit's gonna last. And with that, I'm going to say thank all of you. I really appreciate your time. We'll see how this goes. We'll see what happens. Trisha part 4,000. Listen, I said season 1, episode 1 for a reason. We'll be on season 14 by this time next year. All right, guys. Thank you all. I appreciate it. Any more suggestions, put them below. Please think about subscribing and liking because I'm going to try and get to that goal. Look at almost in one video. I was like, can I get to 1,000 subs and 4,000 hours in one video? Would that not be nuts? So if you don't care, share it if you like it. That's the best way to get the word out with these things. I've been in the background working a lot. So that's the best way to do it. It's word of mouth. Thanks, guys. Have a good one. And I'll see you in the next Trashy Trisha video. I'll probably do some other stuff too, but we'll see. Laters. Have a good day.